welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. You guys loved my last one. If you have not seen it, I'm gonna have it linked. Amazing recipes going on in that video. But as we get into fall, I've been switching up a little bit. So if this is the first video you're seeing of mine, I would love if you would subscribe and comment below if you try any of these meals. Let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite things to eat on the daily basis. And I'm just in a great mood for the day. I don't know what it is. I just got out of the fridge. This looks like some orange juice. This is like a pumpkin and oat milk little concoction that we have heated up on the stovetop yesterday. Because in the morning, if I'm not making my just like little iced coffee at home, which I show you in the other video, then lately I have been drinking these little at-home pumpkin spice lattes. Nothing too crazy to this. I'm gonna go get my shot of espresso. Then we add in some cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice, which you probably should have done to this when it was hot on the stovetop. I forgot, but I'm just gonna add that in. Sweeten with a little stevia. You could use like maple syrup. Also, we have this fancy little espresso machine in here that I learned how to use yesterday. I think all I do, I'm doing a double shot. Oh, she's ready. All right. So from here, I'm gonna froth up a little of this, add my ice, maybe I'll add my ice first, and then spice her up and add stevia. You can see I topped her off with a little extra pumpkin pie spice on top. And that's it. I think it's very simple. You could get creative, add some vanilla. And again, all these things will mix better together when they're hot. But I think this is a fun way to like spice up your normal coffee for the fall, feel a little festive. I'm gonna go drink this outside, and then whenever I get hungry, I'm gonna come make breakfast. Right, it's a bit later. I did a little get ready and now I am starving. So for today's breakfast, I would say this is my second favorite breakfast recipe of all time. Second to avocado toast. We're making a really yummy, still kind of like fall themed. It's like a hearty, savory breakfast. Basically, it's a sweet potato hash type dish with kale, bacon, some garlic sauteed in there. I topped mine with some honey goat cheese, which might sound very random. Regular goat cheese, any kind of cheese, omit the cheese. It's all good. The bacon makes it super flavorful and it's very fast, easy, and just like elevated breakfast, I would say. I sometimes eat this for lunch too. And for today's breakfast and for all of my meals, I'm gonna be cooking in my Always pan from Our Place, who is sponsoring this video. I mean, just look how gorgeous, you know? I've raved about some of my favorite pans over the years. I think pans are one of the best options to splurge in. You are literally cooking and eating multiple times every single day. Even if you're not cooking every day, I feel like having a really solid nonstick pan is just like a necessity I feel like it's one of the like pillars of adulthood. This pan is super amazing. So why it's called the Always pan is because you can do pretty much everything in it. You can sear, you can steam, you can boil things. It's deep enough for that. You can fry. It also comes with this stainless steel steamer basket. You can strain, you can steam. It also comes in a variety of colors, all of which I think are really cute. This is what we got on the inside. It also comes with this little beechwood spatula and has a little place to latch on right there. So this also replaces your spoon rest. You can pretty much do it all. And what my favorite thing about it is, you'll see this in action in a second as we're cooking up some sweet potatoes. I might even add in an egg today. As you can see, this is just the slickest little nonstick pan. And what's so important about this one in particular, aside from the fact that it works really well, is that it is not toxic. A lot of pans in general and nonstick pans, you know, you start getting some a little burnt on there, which wouldn't happen with this pan, but when your pan coating starts coming off and into your food, there are often a lot of toxic ingredients in pan's coating, and that is not the case here. So you'll see in action here in a second. It's amazing. So let's get started on my breakfast. When I'm chopping garlic, I'm not too worried about like getting it super finely minced or anything like that. I kind of like a big like piece of garlic in a bite. Maybe that's weird. And then for my sweet potato, I usually get these mini ones from Trader Joe's. I'll cut up one or two depending on how hungry I am, just into some little small medium cubes. Nothing too big because I don't want to spend a year waiting for this to cook. I use kind of what looks like a ridiculous amount of kale, more than I'm even gonna put on this plate, because as it cooks down, that baby just disappears. I'm just kind of sorting through, and any kind of really like stemmy pieces like this, I'm just taking that off. Turning on my stovetop, and then I usually use, again, just depending on how hungry I am, 1 to 2 pieces per serving. You can just put this straight down on the pan. It's not gonna stick. But since cooking the bacon is kind of an extra step before we mix everything together, I usually like to make like a double serving of the bacon and then just put my remaining 2 cooked pieces in the fridge, so that way the next time I make this, I can just go straight into the sweet potatoes. If you're looking to speed this along, you can cook your bacon in a second pan and then just add that in with everything at the end. I like my bacon super crispy. Like honestly, that may look burnt to some people, that looks delicious to me. I'm just gonna take these out and let them rest on a paper towel, just kind of drain out. That way they'll settle into their crispiness. Adding in a little avocado oil. Then I'm putting the lid on, that way the sweet potato will soften faster. This a little stir. You can add a tiny bit of water here if you wanted to like kind of soften up the kale. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just putting the lid back on. All right, so the kale is pretty much all wilted here. Doing a little sweet potato check. They're soft, so we're basically done. Now I'm realizing right now I didn't salt and pepper the potatoes when they were on that stage, so we're just gonna do that. You could add in a little garlic powder if you wanted. And then right here, just to kind of re-warm the bacon a little bit if it got a little cold, we are breaking that up. Today I think I might go wild and add an egg. This is gonna cook pretty quick. As if for my little breakfast hash. So yummy looking. I topped it with the honey goat cheese. I don't know why the honey goat cheese, it just hits different. I don't know, maybe it's just all the savory flavors. Poured out my water. These glasses are also from our place as well. They have plates also. These come in a lot of cute colors. I will say just generally, I almost prefer this without the egg. I don't know, up to you. Let me know when I'm being attacked by a fly. Our house has so many flies. I don't know where they come from. They literally, I just went to pick up a package out the front door. They wait by the door just for someone to open the door. Flies in immediately. I don't understand. How do we keep them out? Please, someone let me know. Several hours later, I'm hungry again, so we are on to lunch. Some of you guys may remember, one of my favorite salads over the summer was like a little grilled peach, arugula, burrata number. It's getting hard to find peaches here. Those are kind of going out of season. But I've adapted my favorite little lunchtime salad. This also really makes a really bomb dinner side. And I just think it's delicious. So super easy lineup here. We have arugula. You can use whatever lettuce you want. I have some fresh basil, some big heirloom tomatoes. This is not essential, but I'm mixing these like little tomatoes with some of the big tomatoes. Just so many fun fall colors going on. I'm gonna top it with some burrata. Then our dressing is just gonna be a little balsamic oil mix. I'm also gonna give a little squeeze of balsamic glaze, make it a little sweeter. Yeah, this is like a, I don't know, a 3-minute lunch. It's so easy, just all going in one bowl. So let's do it. So first I've just put some arugula in my bowl. I don't like to fill it all the way up because we're adding in kind of a hefty amount of toppings. I guess I make my base first. So getting my basil, I'm gonna chop this up. You can leave it in full pieces if you want. This is good for me. And then I just add this into the lettuce. And then just with my hands, I just kind of give this a little toss around. It smells so good. So next I'm going in on the tomatoes. For one serving, I'll probably use like 3 of these. Beautiful, juicy, gorgeous, delicious. So believe it or not, we're already almost done. So next for our cheese, again, I'm loving burrata. It's my favorite on little at-home salads. So I'm just gonna take out one of these and cut it in half. I like to just kind of cut it a couple times. We're in the home stretch. Next, just doing a little fresh cracked pepper, a little salt, a little bit of regular balsamic, tiniest bit of oil. I pour it into the cap to make sure I don't accidentally go crazy. And then for decor and added sweetness, just drizzle on a little balsamic glaze. And look at that. Tell me this isn't restaurant status, and it is so good. All right, it's now dinner time. Tonight, a very fun dinner I've been making a lot is a like loaded veggie pasta. It's easy to switch this up and add whatever kind of veggies you want. I switched up with the sauce. 2 of my faves have either been adding in vodka sauce or just their vegan kale and cashew pesto. You can also put any kind of pasta noodle in this. One of my favorites that I think is really flavorful, I really like their spinach and chive linguine noodles. I think they bring a lot of flavor to the table. For my veggies in my always pan, I'm gonna be cooking up some mushrooms and broccoli. You can boil in this pan as well, but since I'm really hungry and wanting to get everything going as quickly as possible, I'm probably gonna boil my pasta noodles in a different pot and then add it all together in my big pan. And at that point, I'm gonna add in a little bit of spinach just for some extra greens. And then I also have one pan that's going in the oven because I'm going to roast some little baby tomatoes, as well as an addition that I'm trying today that I think is gonna be really good is I'm gonna toast up some pine nuts as well. I'm gonna top it with some shaved Parmesan cheese. like I might go back for a little more. It is so good and so easy. Let's see. I can't. They're a little trouble. Did I get it? I think so. Haha. Cleaned up. A bit later, my very glamorous dessert of the night. These probably won't be good that much longer. We had these from our little Halloween get together. At night, I always reach for something sweet, whether it's a little peanut butter cup, a chocolate covered pretzel, something. I can't end my night without a little bite of chocolate. So these brownie bites are what it has been lately. That is it for this What I Eat in a Day. I would love to hear what you guys eat in the comments below. I'm always looking for new meal ideas, and if you try any of these, make sure that you tag me over on Instagram. Again, I'm gonna have the Always Pan from our place linked below, and I will see all of you guys in my next video.